We can start.
Yes, we can.
Let's start.
Okay. Sure. Good evening, everyone. My name is AMRITHA. I am the surgeon at arms for today's meeting. Let me share my screen. I hope my screen is visible to everyone.
Yes.
Okay. Welcome to 416 meeting of Kanoo Toastmasters Club. The club mission. The club mission is to provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. The core values are respect, service, integrity, and excellence. There are certain taboo topics we have to avoid during Toastmaster meeting, which is religion, politics, and sex. There are some rules which you have to follow for the meeting to flow fluently. Keep yourself and your mobile devices muted while others are speaking. While speaking, make sure no noise-making devices are around. Keep your video on to stay connected and fill in the energy to the speakers. Generously use the reaction button to encourage the speakers actively participate in polls while it is popped up. So these are for the guests. Since guests are not here, I'm avoiding this. And that's it. Kindly note that this meeting is being recorded. So by attending this remote meeting, you agree to the privacy policy of Toastmasters International, as well as this online meeting. Now, let me welcome the acting president, Toastmaster PRAGNESH. Toastmaster PRAGNESH Sami, he's a risk engineer, soft-spoken, dedicated to his responsibility, blessed with twin daughters and a handsome son, and has driven Kanoo for more than 5 years by serving as a club officer. He is the one to be credited for the perfect agenda that's been circulated on various communication channels. Put your hand together to welcome the acting president of Kanoo Toastmaster PRAGNESH Sami.
Thank you, our Sergeant in Arms, Toastmaster AMRITHA. That was really generous introduction. So, as a power bestowed on me as a acting president, let me first of all welcome all of you to Kanoo's 416th meeting today. So let us start the meeting with a big clap of hands and activate. Great, perfect. So my regards, first of all, our area director, who is our G today, Master PRASHANT. Our past area director also has joined, Adarsh, and all of our dignitaries and other club members, and the office bearers of other clubs. Right. So having said that, let me start directly with, because since we don't have any guest or any new member today, so I will directly start with introducing our Toastmaster of the day, or Master of the Ceremony. Well, she is a go-getter president. Well, and I am really, taken to task in her reigns, actually. She joined Toastmaster International in 2018 and completed her motivational strategy pathways. She also represented Kanoo Club twice in area contest. She served as VPPR in 2020 and she was secretary in 2021. So, ladies and gentlemen, and all Toastmasters, please put your hands together and welcome our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster RAJESWARI Matam, who is also the president of our club.
Thank you so much. You are my lifesaver. What I can say, much more than my right hand. I am the TMOD of today's 416th meeting. It's indeed a proud moment for Kanoo to announce that it is our 5th meeting for this season 2022-2023. ExCom and Kanoo members, pat your own back. Moving on to my role. It's similar to the MC, just to drive in the meeting in the right direction to the right destination. To show the direction, we have eminent role players. There are two types of role players. One, silent role players. Second, noise making, fun making role players. First, let me acknowledge the silent role players. The first silent role player is our timer. Though silent, she is the very important person who carries the responsibility to ensure that somebody has been unmuted. Can you please mute? To ensure that we all reach our destination on time. Put your hands together, action or reaction to Toastmaster Anjali. She's a gem found at our area council meet who motivated my daughter to join Toastmasters. Zoom Master, Toastmaster Manjunath. Moving on to the noise making or the fun role players. They are high-level thinking positions to guide throughout my journey. The general evaluator, our Area 24 Director, Toastmaster Prashant Raj. You can use your reaction buttons to encourage all the role players who is silently observing all of us and make noise only when called upon. That too only at the end, the climax. So, in case you leave or disconnected, you will for sure miss the climax of this amazing journey. Kindly ensure you're well connected within the coverage and especially make sure that you are within that higher bandwidth and stronger signal strength reception area. Kindly put your hands together, that is same action or reaction to our R counter and grammarian Toastmaster ALEENA, our area council member, club officer of MAHE, the baby club of Area 24. Though from a baby club, she is a fantastic orator with great command in her speaking skills. During my childhood, Cinderella was my favorite character. Always, I would hear her voice in my dreams. I felt she was my childhood Cinderella when I was blessed to hear her live at Arabian Dreams Toastmasters Club. A melodious voice. Her identity is her unique voice, unique smile, unique warmth straight from her beautiful heart. Always and always warmer and warmer. The more often I meet her, I am getting that warmth more and more. Toastmaster Ruth's action and reaction to welcome you on board to do the honors of introducing the new word. Audience, put your hands together to welcome the word mistress of our Kanoo's 416th meeting. Toastmaster Ruth, over to you.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you very much, President and Toastmaster of the Day, for that beautiful description and warm welcome to your club. I'm really happy to be here, and I'd like to present the word of the day in typical ADTC style. So, could you please give me a moment until I can share my screen with you? A Zoom Master, am I allowed to share my screen? Okay, so today's good word. Give me a moment, please. What's the good word today? I'd like you to guess the word, if you can kindly listen to this. This is clue number 1.
Clouds.
Guess, that's clue number 1.
All aurora.
Keep guessing. Clue number 2 is in pictures. So these are all different pictures of the word that I'm trying to explain to you. Okay, have you seen the pictures? Now this is the third one. The word is an adjective, and as you know, adjectives describe the noun, which may be an object in this case, and like in the pictures, in a heavenly body. It could be a noun if we use it for an object or a person emitting this quality. As a noun, it could be used in several ways. It could end with ity or ous, or simply end it with nes. Any clues? Any guesses? Any guesses? The meaning of this good word today is emitting or reflecting, usually steady or suffused or glowing light, like you saw in the first clue. Second meaning could be bathed in or exposed to steady light.
Dazzling.
No. Look at this one. This is how it looks.
Luminous.
And this, yes, who said that? That's wonderful. It is luminous. Who's this person who said that? Fantastic. Luminous, the good word is luminous. The good word, I'll tell you the history. It was created in the early 15th century from the Latin word luminosus, which means shining or full of light. Also from the word lumen and luminis, which means light. Did you know that luminous, like its synonyms, radiant, shining, glowing, and lustrous, is generally a positive adjective, especially when it describes something that doesn't literally glow, such as a face, a performance, or a poem. Luminous signs depend on a gas such as neon, krypton, argon, xenon, or radon, and you can use luminous like a day glow in a paint to make your own signs. New technologies use this to give us luminous fabrics, which are being used to produce striking or creepy effects in clothing, upholstery, and interior facts. This is just by the way. The good word examples: luminous. At this meeting, we are in the presence of several luminous personalities. Isn't it correct? Luminosity, the moon's silver luminosity shines through on a full moon night. Luminiferous, the luminiferous chemicals help my watch glow in the dark. This word has no verbs, but the adverb is luminously. I'll tell you the synonyms: bright, brilliant, radiant, glowing, shining, and lustrous. And the antonyms are dark, gloomy, obscure, shadowy, lackluster, somber, murky, and pale. So now, the idiom of the day. I don't know whether you have this practice to have the idiom of the day. If we don't, then I'll stop it here. And let's have the round robin now. Anybody ready for round robin? Anyone would like to use a sentence? Yes, please.
When I on my car light, I could see the luminous eyes of the cat.
Wonderful. That's great. Anybody else would like to try? Amrita, I thought that you were going to put your hand up. Would you like to try?
Sure. All the members in the Kanoo are luminous and yeah, luminous.
That's great. Do we have any more time for more examples? Zoom master? Shall we close it then? Please try and use it during the meeting, especially when you're doing your table topics. So our Dr. Abdul Satthar is going to watch you and you will get, I think, chocolates, doctor, today?
Yeah, virtual.
So please use the word. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much, Word Mistress Toastmaster Ruth.
Thank you. Thank you.
I request all of you to kindly stand up. This is to honor our late Queen Elizabeth II. A life of dignity, dedication, and duty. It is an end of an era, a day when the page of history turns. Queen Elizabeth was a commanding presence, a monarch wholly dedicated to the service of the British people. Beloved by millions, billions of people around the world, including myself. The school I studied, St. Philomena's High School, was constructed during the British rule in India. It is an iconic school, one among the top schools in the Bellary district, Karnataka state. She was constant in public life, figure of humility and humor, a monarch who reigned that spanned 15 prime ministers and stretched from the time where the United Kingdom and its empire emerging from the ruins of Second World War until today as a transformed into the Brotherhood of Commonwealth Nations. This is a message, condolence message of our leader. UAE President His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan extended condolence to the people of United Kingdom. Her Majesty was a close friend of the United Arab Emirates and a beloved, respected leader whose long reign was characterized by dignity, compassion, and tireless commitment to serving her country. A clip from the Gulf News. Queen Elizabeth did her work stoically, stoutly, relentlessly, uncomplaining for 25,000 days. I declare before you all that my whole life, whether it be long or short, shall be devoted to your service. She once told to her future subjects in a radio address broadcast on her 21st birthday. She insisted she was merely a humble public servant. And the most extraordinary thing is that maybe that's what she was all along. Clip from Washington Post. And thank you, Toastmasters. You can please sit. Thank you. Positive. The first letter of the word positive is P. P for prepared speeches. They have scripted, they have edited, they have practiced everywhere, in front of the mirror, while driving, while cooking, wherever or whenever possible. Yeah, they are the luminous characters of our today's meeting. Action and reaction to our first speaker. Before that, I request the moderator of the panel evaluation. It's the first panel evaluation at our Kanoo Toastmasters meeting this year, 2022-2023. Action and reaction to our Toastmaster. She is the president of Seek the Success in You, a sister club of our own Area 24. She is a gem of all the diamonds, and I request her, Toastmaster ARYA CHITRA, to please read out the purpose statement and also the objectives and mention the time allocated for the particular speech project along with that desired allocated path by the speaker of our first speaker, Toastmaster Poonam. Over to you, Toastmaster ARYA.
Good evening, everyone. Our first speaker, Toastmaster Poonam. She is the purpose of this project is for the member to practice being aware of his or her thoughts and feelings, as well as the impact of his or her responses on others. The purpose of this speech is for the member to share his or her experience completing the project. Timer, please note the speech length mentioned in the evaluation sheet is 2 to 3 minutes or 5 to 7 minutes. So speaker, can you confirm your speech length? Is it for 2 to 3 minutes or 5 to 7?
5 to 7 minutes.
5 to 7 minutes. Thank you, Toastmaster Poonam. So timer, please note the speech length is 5 to 7 minutes. Over to you, TMOD.
Okay, audience, there's an announcement to be made. The panelist members, they are the gems. Panelist number 1 is Toastmaster Midhat, and the panelist number 2 is Toastmaster Falgun, our own past treasurer of Kanoo Toastmasters Club. Okay. Now, action and reaction for our dashing, our ever smiling, our cute member, our past president of Kanoo Toastmasters Club, and she is a member of Area Council, Assistant Area Club Growth Director, Area 24. Action and reaction to her. Over to you, Toastmaster Poonam.
Good things come to those who think positive and let go of negative. How many of you have heard this phrase before? Can I see some hands? Great. Imagine you are in one of the worst situations of your life and you are really upset. You go to a friend or a relative or a family member and you are so overwhelmed that you just keep venting everything out. And suddenly, in between all that you are venting, the anger, the annoyance, or the the sadness, or something that you're disappointed with, there comes somebody whom you are talking to and says, "Hey, be positive. It's all going to be good." How many of you feel irritated and annoyed at that point? And how many of you feel, I wish you were in that situation, or if you were in that situation, then you would know. It's very normal and very easy to say, be positive. Focus on the positive. But don't you think it's very overwhelming? Everyone around is only talking about positivity suddenly. Positive vibes only, hashtag positive, be positive, focus on positives, positive, positive, positive. How many of you feel it's like people do not just want to accept what is happening with them and just be like faking it till you make it? Does any of you feel this way? Nobody. Great. So good evening, fellow Toastmasters and my dear friends. In 2020, I was in a job which was my dream job. I was with a company who was a multinational company, and it was like a dream come true for me. I had got this job after 4 years. 4 years of giving interviews for different positions, because all I wanted to do was get a job in this company. And every opportunity I got, I just grabbed it, thinking I should be positive that next time I will definitely get it. And boom, 2019, September, I got it. I mean, it was like I almost didn't get it, but then I got it. Maybe because I was thinking too positive. I was so excited, thrilled. I couldn't believe that I was joining my dream company finally. September, October, November, December, my new year 2020 was one of the best ever. I mean, imagine working with my dream company, one of the best multinational media companies of the world. And I mean, and doing the job which I actually love was really amazing for me. And March 2020, COVID hit. Who would have thought? Nobody would have thought. But it hit. What happened then? It didn't only hit the whole world, but it hit me also. And not like this. It was like a full leg punch. Really, my dream company, it had to lay me off. And whom could I blame to? COVID? Seriously? It was an airport advertising company. The airport's closed. There was hardly any work to do. What else could a company do? With so many losses being faced every day in and out, the company decided that they had to lay off extra people whom they had hired for Expo 2020, which had already shifted to an indefinite date. Oh my God, I was the last in, first out. Can you imagine? I was so upset that day. So upset that I just didn't want to listen to anybody. I went aside and cried and cried. I didn't want to talk to anybody. I mean, who would have thought that that the dream job I wanted would just end in just 8 months? Just 8 months. I was just getting started. I mean, it was so much of fun. Unfortunately, it happened and I had to accept it. But that day was one of the most annoying days for me. Anybody who would come to me and tell me, this is not happening, that is not happening, it's okay, things will be okay soon. But I was like, seriously, what else can be good about this? Like, this is no way good. I finally got a job in my dream company and it's gone. It's just gone in like thin air. Well, that was that. It took me a while to accept. It took me a while to absorb what happened with me. And then it hit me that it's okay. At least I got an opportunity to work with the company I wanted to. And that was a fantastic experience I had, an experience worth remembering all my lifetime. At least I have something to tell my grandchildren one day. After that, being positive was one of the things that was irritating me every time. I would go anywhere, it's like, be positive, be positive. And then I realized that it's not about being positive. It's just about thinking, what worse could have happened? At least it was in a good way. It's about accepting It's about taking that deep breath and saying, it's okay, have faith, it'll all be fine. It's not about forgetting what happened and saying, okay, I mean, and just keep thinking about it, overthinking, and then even attract more worse. It's just about standing there and watching faith play the game. I let it go, and letting go was not easy. But the day I let it go was the day I met my HR in the company while I was signing off. My HR told my boss, my immediate boss, that's the attitude I've been looking for. She has the best attitude. She came, she smiled, she signed the papers, and she thanked, and she left. That's all of us need to do. Focus on the positive. Take a deep breath, let it go, and that's how you let it go. And smile. Everything will be awesome. Over to you.
Action and reaction for the speaker one. Reaction is the reaction buttons here. Now let's observe 3 minutes of silence for our evaluators to have the preparations. Till that, meanwhile, the panelist and the moderator can mute your computer audio so that I can engage the other members. Is it okay? Can I get a quick thumbs up, panelist and moderator?
Toastmaster Rajeshwari, we can continue with the panel evaluation. We don't need a 3 minute of preparation time.
Okay, but panelists, can I get a quick thumbs up from the panel members? I know they are efficient. With that, I'm damn sure. Toastmaster Falgun, you need some time for preparation. Meanwhile, I wholeheartedly request each one of y'all present on this meeting and heard our speaker one, Toastmaster Poonam, kindly to send a feedback either by Zoom chat, which is temporary, or on her personal WhatsApp message, which would be a permanent one. Please, meanwhile. Toastmaster Falgun, are you okay? Can we proceed? Vice President, Education, give me a thumbs up if we can proceed. The second letter of positive is being optimistic. How do we be optimistic in our day-to-day lives? I have few guest members here, our dignitaries. Let me have the privilege to welcome them on board. I have VP Education of Seek Success in You, SSY Toastmasters Club, Toastmaster Pari on board, action and reaction for her. We have our dashing, dynamic division director, Division L, DTM Adarsh Medical, action, reaction. We have a very unique guest. She is an area director. She is a daughter. She is a nurse and faculty of Wollongong University. An achiever, committed, dedicated to anything she is doing. She believed in positivity. She truly admired the flyer of today's meeting, which was created by our immediate past president, Toastmaster Poonam. She doesn't mean zero troubles, but living through, finding my own way. This is her words, yeah. Being in Toastmasters since 2019. Home club is UAE Ladies Toastmasters Club. The immediate past president of club 2021. She is Area 23 Director of current Area 23 Director 2022-2023. And the best part is she loves dark chocolate and workout. Please, action and reaction for Toastmaster Najla Hassan.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for this introduction there. Thank you. Thank you very much for having me, and thanks for the invite. And yeah, I really admire the poster or the flyer for today and the title and the theme. So go on, I don't want to take much time. I am enjoying the meeting. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Area Director 23, for your kind words. Next, we have a dignitary in our house who has the power of subconscious mind. She is the VP Education of Dreams Comes True, Dreams Toastmasters Club, our sister club of our own Area 24. Action reaction for Toastmaster Zainab Tamini. She's a brand ambassador of Power of Subconscious Mind. There are so many brand ambassadors. I think Midat is smiling. Yeah? Aspire to inspire. Brand ambassador, president of Dreams Comes True, Dreams Toastmasters Club, Midat. Action reaction for her as well. I think time's up. We'll proceed to our panel moderation, panel evaluation. Arya, where are you?
I'm here.
Can you? Okay. Okay. Thank you. Add pin. Okay. Done. As I mentioned earlier, she is a passionate photographer. Keep your best smiles on board, on your faces. We'll be surprised when we see her pictures. She is our moderator for today's panel evaluation. Action and reaction to Toastmaster Arya Chitra. Over to you.
Thank you so much, TMOD. Good evening, everyone. Positive vibes only, a beautiful speech by Toastmaster Poonam. So my panelists, Toastmaster Middat and Toastmaster Falgun. So we will start with what was the positive aspects that you liked about Toastmaster Poonam's speech. So I will start with Toastmaster Middat.
Thank you, Toastmaster Arya. Good evening, everyone. Well, the speaker herself, when I asked her, Arya, what's your speech title? Is it positive vibes only, or is it hashtag positive vibes only? And she said that it is hashtag positive vibes. Now, her project objective is about focusing on positive. Her speech title says the word positive, and the speaker herself radiates positive vibes. So what else could I say? I think the project was absolutely perfect for her. The way she presented, I could feel those positive vibes throughout the speech with every word she has uttered in her speech, the excitement, the enthusiasm, the thrill when she got her job, her dream job. It was very much evident in her speech, in her vocal variety, in her body language. Even you could sense it in her voice.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Middat. Toastmaster Falgun, what is your opinion about her vocal variety? Toastmaster Poonam's vocal variety during the speech?
She was very confident when delivering the speech. She had different emotions when she had different experience with the company, and like body gestures also when so she changed the tone, you should absorb, so that was the gesture she took away with when she had to deliver the speech. So the gestures, the body line was in line with the vocal variety, what was required for the project speech.
All right, thank you so much, Toastmaster Falgun. Exactly, my points as well. Ditto on Toastmaster Poonam taking the topic pretty clearly. It was very evident. I believe she did complete. She reached out her speech objectives. Now moving on to the eye contact. the interest on the speech topic. So what is your opinion about her speech? Did you feel it was on a clarity basis, it has a format, or you felt that she could have worked on a structure of the speech? Toastmaster Middat.
Now, when it comes to eye contact, I said that I would feel that yes, she was able to maintain the eye contact throughout the speech. Even when she was asking questions, she was figuring out, okay, who the reaction from the virtual audience. So that was pretty much clearly visible. The only thing that I would say that maybe the positioning of her camera would have made it more ideal while taking the act on eye contact. But other than that, I would say that if she has met the objective of maintaining an eye contact with her audience, I would say yes.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Middat. Toastmaster Falgun, what do you suggest if she has to add more improvement in her speech? What are your suggestions to her?
What I felt was there was a lack of pinch of a humor from her end, which would have made the speech more engaging. And the transform, like she had a very good start, like with the title of the speech being positive vibes only. But as and when she transformed to the the transformation was a bit abrupt, what I felt. So that was the second point. And the third point, like she could have added more anecdotes. Like it was very good. Like she had her own story to demonstrate, but would have appreciated some stories from the legends or some she would have picked up that would have given more charm to the project speech today.
Thank you, Toastmaster Falgun. Even I would like to add there, I felt I wanted her few stories about her impact, her responses, impact on others. I felt she could have added a personal story about how her positive or negative response happened with her spouse or with her family members, and how she helped on overcoming that with her attitude or the change of behavior. So there I felt she could have added some personal stories to kind of enhance that, because her speech objective was like being aware of her thoughts and feeling, as well as the impact of her responses on others. So that's where I felt the personal story or an experience or a conversation with her family member or best friends would have added some more clarity or a value to her speech. Now, Toastmaster Middat, Toastmaster Poonam is an accomplished speaker. She is a senior Toastmaster. So would you like to give her some challenge for her future speech, or maybe something that she can work on her future pathways?
Yes, I think everyone needs a feedback, and we all are here to improve ourselves. Since Poonam was attempting a project from level 3, so I would say I'd be slightly critical. For example, like mentioned by Toastmaster Falgun, she was confident, she knew what her topic is, she had the audience awareness at her end. The only thing which I felt was missing was the vocal variety, I would say. So for example, her positive vibes are so strong that even when she was uttering the words or saying the words which were sort of in the sad situation, you could still feel that positive radiation. So for example, when she was saying that job ended in 8 months, so she could have changed her vocal variety to actually think the sad part when it actually ended, rather than being positive, to show the contrast that she was sad when her dream job ended. So it could have been, my dream job ended in 8 months.
Yeah.
So that we can have the contrast that, okay, there she was when she was super excited to get the job, and then the other end of the spectrum when she was sad when she lost her dream job. That's the only thing that I would like her to challenge herself to work more on the vocal variety. Other than, I believe she was confident and she had the awareness of what the topic she's going to attempt.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Middat. Toastmaster Falgun, your closing comments on her challenge that she can embark on her future speeches.
Well, I always admire Toastmaster President, and she's always luminous, as the word of the day is. So there are no real threats for or challenges what lies ahead for her. What I will just she's rich in vocabulary, no denial to that. She's always rich with the vocabulary. She's rich with the content as well. But what I always or second time also, I mean, just felt that she needs that content, the structuring of the content is somewhere lost in between. So she has a lot of things to sell, a lot of things to demonstrate, but in between, like, when it comes from transformation from that's the level, like, opening, she had a bright opening, when the good thing starts, like, that word was very catchy. Everyone's attention was, she took away the attention of everyone. Second thing, she asked everyone, like, that was very engaging as well. So we all as an audience, she kept us engaging. But in between, what I felt that the charm, the story or the content was, like, bit missing in between. So that was the only area where I felt she could work upon for the future. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Fagun. Overall, Toastmaster Poonam, you are an accomplished speaker. We've seen you, I have seen you speak a lot of times. And the only, I think the only, I would say, comments or adding value to your speeches in future would be, you can add vocal variety, as Toastmaster Middat said, and getting, for me, I would wanted you to have a dialogue with your best friend or anybody of your family member, your spouse for that matter, to have that I would say flow of your responses on the others, your how you were aware of your actions on the others. Overall, it was a beautiful speech, or you always come up as the positive speaker, and that was your tag, hashtag positive vibes only. So Toastmaster Poonam, kudos to you. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much. Round of applause, action and reaction as usual. Kindly note, there will be no voting for evaluation as it is a panel evaluation. There is something surprise element in between here. Can I have our Vice President Education, Toastmaster Pragnesh Dami here on? Yeah. Yes, Pragnesh Dami, can you do the honors for, I can feel that there are some guests here. Can you do the honors for introducing them and ask them how they came to know about our club?
Yes, I could see we have one guest, Mr. Dinesh. Yeah, can I call upon Mr. Dinesh to please introduce himself and just let us know how he came to know about the club and what he's looking for to take away from this meeting, please.
Good evening. I'm Dinesh. I'm a fellow Toastmaster for the last 3 months or so. Happened to hear about this meeting initially from Toastmaster Rajeshwari, but then later on I got it on the Toastmaster group. Why am I here? Because you have a wonderful panel here, and I'm always looking forward to attending meetings and learning different things. So I'm happy I'm here, and I'm looking forward to the evening. Thank you.
Sure. Thank you very much. Thank you. Welcome, Dinesh. Yeah, we have, I'm not sure whether she's guest or Iman.
Yes, she's a guest. She was an invite from Kanoo Toastmasters International itself. We had got an invite.
Yes, if our guest Iman could unmute, and yes, please. Can you unmute yourself, please?
I think she's unmuted, but her audio is not connected.
Okay, fine. I mean, when she's technically.
So our past area director, our veteran of our club, Toastmaster Yogesh also has arrived, joined our meeting. So welcome, Yogesh sir. Sorry, our guest Iman, we could not hear what you were trying to say. Let us see if we can do it after some time or at the fag end of the meeting. Yeah, over to you, Toastmaster of the day, Rajeshwari.
Thank you so much. Acting President, Toastmaster Pragnesh Dami, is the third letter of the word positive is smart. We have a smart Toastmaster from Toastmasters Club. Before I welcome him on stage, I once again request our panel moderator to kindly read out the speech objectives.
Good evening, everyone. Toastmaster Ganeshan is attempting his icebreaker speech. Timer, please note, the speech length is 4 to 6 minutes. All the best, Toastmaster Ganeshan. Over to you, TMOD.
Thank you, Toastmaster Arya. Why I mentioned smart? You know, his caliber is such that when we request for an available speech slot, he prepares himself in a very short span of, say, 20 minutes. You all agree that he's smart now? How come he's smart? It's all because of the dedication, because of his journey of Toastmasters International. Action reaction for our speaker 2 of today's meeting, Toastmaster Ganeshan Venkatachalam. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster President Rajeshwari, fellow Toastmasters and the guests. In mid-20th century, a small cute boy was born to their parent. Parents are all laughing because a small cute boy was born in Kerala state of Palakkad district. The parents were very happy with the birth. Afterward, the parents was employed in Bombay, so they went by train to Bombay. In Bombay, when he reached the education age, he was enrolled in grade 1 because those days there was no kindergarten. So the boy was enrolled in grade 1 and he started going to school. He was very quiet, very timid, very soft, and he was of fearful nature. So innocent that one day, when the classmate sitting next to him was speaking loudly, the teacher was very angry. Throw the duster on the friend. But unfortunately, it fell on the boy. The boy forehead got swollen. But the boy was just sitting smiling like this quietly without uttering a single word. So everybody was surprised. Then the bell rang. After the class finished, the boy went home. He didn't even tell this to his mother. The mother was saying his forehead, "Oh my God, my son." He said, "Nothing, man. The teacher threw the duster, it fell on me. That's it." Then the mother quickly applied the ice and went off. Then the days went, the months passed, the years passed. He passed from primary section to secondary section. The secondary section, he was in very much passion for music and dance because his sister was always engaged in dance and music. Those days, the boys were not allowed to participate, only the girls. Because I showed an interest, the teacher told, "Okay, come on, this time I'll give you a chance." I was in grade 6. So I made a dance. The dance was like this. Like this. I was very confident. People were all shocked. They say, "Boy can dance so well like a girl." Then as a gift, they gave me a pack of chocolates. I was very happy because I was a small boy, grade 6, not very big. And I got a chance to participate in the stage. That was a big boon for me. Then the time went on. I passed the 10th standard. I passed the metric. I was very good in academics. So the teachers always used to ask me whether I'm interested in appearing for a quiz contest or for elocution. I was a fearful nature. I never went for any elocution because I was saying, if I go to stage, what I will talk, what will the people think? I can't speak because I'll be nervous. So I always used to participate in quiz contests, time interview. Then I passed the college days. During the college days, I enrolled myself for chartered accounting course. Those days, morning college, I used to go early morning, around 9 o'clock, 6 o'clock, sorry. 9 o'clock, finish the college, and I used to go by train or 1.5 hours to do my articleship on chartered accounting. Throughout the day, I was busy. I'll come back by evening 7 and start preparing for my exam. Full day study went on. I passed my chartered accountant second attempt. Then the age came when I applied for job. Those days, the boys were crazy applying for abroad job. So just like any other boy, I also applied for a job. And I got where? In Nigeria. Nigeria, the place I don't know. I know anything about the office where I got the job offer or about the place, but still accept as a challenge. I flew to Nigeria and then I got the job. Those people were horrific to live. They were very stout, they were dark and very tall. They were Nigerians local. And I had to deal with these people for my work because I was a financial controller. And the boss told me, we have to take the help of these people. I took the help of the people. I could succeed in Nigeria, but there was a problem of armed robbers. So I had to quickly go out of Nigeria. I came to Dubai. Dubai, I got a good job as financial controller. I was very happy with the job, but I had to improve my speech. So luckily, my colleague told, there is a Toastmaster going on, we can enroll. Before Toastmaster, I joined our own community as Talkmaster. There I used to practice the speech, even though I was not very confident. Then we merged with Toastmaster. In Toastmaster, luckily, I was selected the first speaker to do my icebreaker for the first pathway, dynamic leadership, which I completed level 5 last week. I got very confident somehow. I gained very confident because Toastmaster. I don't know from where the confidence came. I started applying for other clubs. I took role in other clubs. I was so confident and so enthusiastic to make sure that I speak for other clubs. I learn all the things happening in the other club. So that confidence gave me Toastmaster. And now I am speaking to you, icebreaker of the second pathway, engaging humor. This was a long journey which I had to cut short due to the time limit. But I'm very happy to say that I could go in between. I appeared for this area humorous contest and I got selected in area contest also. I got second runner prize, but I couldn't go further. No problem. That was initial experience for me as a newcomer. The Toastmaster which started in December 21. I was very happy that I got a chance to participate. But with all grace, I think I'll be very confident. And future, I'm sure I can participate in competitions and the speeches, which will make me reach higher heights. Because certain restrictions prevented me from speaking in this public because of the fearness and tension, which I think I overcame now. And I've become a good, confident speaker. And I want to make sure that I engage in numerous speeches. Thank you.
Action reaction once again for the smart speaker to Toastmaster Ganeshan, requesting all the members to kindly send feedback for his icebreaker speech for his second part, engaging humor. Either you can send it on personal WhatsApp message, which is on our 13th September role players group, else on the Zoom chat. I'm sure by now our eminent panel members are ready for their evaluation. Before that, I have something. Can I have in the chat box, what is the fourth letter of positive? On the chat. Who is the first winner? This is something surprise. Oh, okay. Perfect. Capital I was expecting. No worries. Implementation. So meanwhile, each one of y'all can still use your positive base. You can put your thinking into implementing what are the words or positive words. I'm being very clear now. Positive elevating words starting with letter I on the chat box. Our second panel evaluation, moderator Toastmaster ARYA. Our first panelist member, Toastmaster Midhat, Area P Director. Toastmaster Falgun, can you? Okay. Okay. Please put your hands together. Over to you, Toastmaster Arya.
Thank you so much, TMOD. Good evening, everyone. Now let me have a little quiz with my panelist. So now my panelist, I'm going to ask you few details about Toastmaster Ganeshan's speech, and I would like you to answer. So jump over it if you know the answer. So where was Toastmaster Ganeshan born? Which place or city or country? Yes, Toastmaster Midit. So Toastmaster Ganeshan was born in Kerala, Palakkad district. Now, again, Toastmaster Falgun, what is Toastmaster Ganeshan's hobby? What does he enjoy in the school time?
Dancing.
Dancing and music, correct. Now moving on to what was his first job after he got his CA graduation done? In which country did he go for his first job? Nigeria. As a
financial controller.
As a financial controller. That's really, really, I just started laughing, Toastmaster Ganeshan, that you went to Nigeria to be the financial controller. God bless you, and you survived that. So kudos to you. Now, my panelists, I will not torture you with quiz questions. Coming back to the evaluation. Now, Toastmaster Middat, what are your positive highlights about Toastmaster Ganeshan's speech? And my panelist, remember this is his second pathway. So if you like, you can be a little strict with the evaluation. Otherwise, we are very kind and gentle with our first speaker. But then Toastmaster Ganeshan is his second pathway. So please, Toastmaster Middat, your opinion. Your highlights about Toastmaster Ganeshan's positive highlights.
Thank you, Toastmaster Arya. When I read in the agenda that it is an icebreaker speech and I witnessed the speaker speaking, I was like, Usually people say that the icebreaker, they have melted the ice. I would say that Toastmaster Ganeshan, I think you have burned the stage, the virtual stage with your speech. So you were able to capture the attention of your audience, even though it's your second part. But still, we'll consider you as an icebreaker speaker. I would say that you were able to introduce yourself very well. I think we will get back to the feedback later on. But for the positives, which I have got from your speech, is that you covered everything. There was a transition. You went into a chronological manner as if once upon a time. I just felt like I was listening to a fairy tale. And you started the journey of this particular person who was born in this part of the world, and then how he moved gradually in different phases of life from one country to another. So it was a chronological format, transition, stating all the phases of your life. It was nice. I think you were able to cover what exactly the audience usually expect an icebreaker to deliver in their icebreaker speech. Over to you, Toastmaster Arya.
Thank you. Toastmaster Falgun, what are your positive highlights, or what was captivating for you during his speech?
Well, kudos to Toastmaster Ganeshan. It was a fabulous speech, being an icebreaker. And he was enjoying it. Irrespective, he was engrossed in it. He was dancing to the tunes of without the music. So that gave us, all wow. That was a wow factor for me. Without the props, you do something, out of the boom. And second thing, with the Toastmasters journey, just initiated what he's having the vision for the future. He is not dented with the failures, or I'm not use the word failure. It's a learning experience in the Toastmasters, and that he has accepted. That is, overwhelming. Like, I really appreciate that kind of vision what he's having for the Toastmasters to stay, for the longer duration and stay, what Toastmasters is all about. So kudos to Toastmaster Ganeshan. He was confident during his speech. He had varieties to offer to us. So all in all, it was one of the best speech as an icebreaker I have witnessed today. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Falgun. Ditto on my panelist, Toastmaster Ganeshan. the first thing that I noticed about you were you are a confident speaker. So there you don't have to kind of build up on coming on a public platform and speaking. Nevertheless, we can always guide you with few pointers for your upcoming pathways and speeches. So Toastmaster Middat, anything that you want Toastmaster Ganeshan to work on or improve or add to his speaking style, for that matter?
Okay, one comment that I'd like to give, since we came to know that this is your second part, so technically this is your second icebreaker speech. So what could you have done differently is that completing one part gives you enough experience to know how to structurize your speech. And you have this time frame of 4 to 6 minutes, and still at the end you said that, oh my God, I'm running out of time, I need to quickly wrap it up. It shows that the speech structure was not in place. You have to rush the conclusion. So maybe I would suggest you could have worked on the speech structure and just rehearse it, time yourself, so you know that, yes, I will be able to finish it between the time frame of 4 to 6 minutes, so that the transition from the beginning till the end will be smooth, not like you are going in a nice pace from intro to body, and then at the conclusion you have to rush, oh my God, I'm running out of time. So you won't have to struggle that again, since this is your second icebreaker speech and this is your second part. So you must have been that much experience to know that we need to work on our speech structure so that we don't have to rush our conclusions, because as important as the beginning of any speech is, the conclusion is still as important as the beginning. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster Arya.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Middat. Toastmaster Falgun, any I would say suggestion that you want to give to Toastmaster Ganeshan to improve his speech?
Few pointers, like, just being initial speeches, initial days of his with the Toastmaster journey. So what even I used to face is, the pace and the pause. What I witnessed was like, so the pace was a bit too fast. Like the transformation from one story to the another, and like, from the kid to the journey to the job and all. So it was very quick, so there he required somewhere to work upon the pauses. So you are moving from one path, or you are going to adolescence or something, or you are going to completed your CA, and so it was like journey you completed you had to complete in few moments, but you required the pace needs to be tamed down, as well as you need to work upon the pauses. That's all the take what I have for this.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Fagun. I do agree with my panelists, but then Toastmaster Ganeshan, there's one thing I would like to say, that you have a very unique style of speaking. That is your USP. Even though you were speaking fast, you were, I would say, audible, you were clear. So something that, because you have taken a humor pathway, and I feel that you can work on your humor element and definitely master your delivery, because that's what I think you should be working on. You are a confident speaker, you know how to structure your speech. The first pathway have given you that experience. So in my opinion, you just need to work on the delivery part. You're adding more humor in your speech, because that is where you need to develop your own speaking style. And we as a panelist, we can always just suggest you, but then at the end, you as a speaker know what are you unique about and just work on it. So I believe delivery is something that you can work on it and master it. And you are a really funny, I would say, a personality. That's what I see. So your humor pathway, you will easily carry it in a panache. So wrapping up our panel evaluation for Toastmaster Ganeshan. So Toastmaster Middat, any challenge that you want to throw at Toastmaster Ganeshan, because now we know that he is one pathway down, so we can be really cruel in giving him some challenge on embarking him on his humor pathway. So Toastmaster Middat.
Thank you, Toastmaster Arya. I don't think so. I cannot be so cruel to anyone. But Toastmaster Ganeshan, the only advice that I have for you is that it was rightly said by Toastmaster Arya that you have this element of naturally being humorous. You are witty enough to know how to tackle the situation and how he used every particular situation and you made it humorous. Even the serious one, you made it humorous. So I think that is something natural in you, and I'm sure that you are going to ace on this engaging humor. The only thing I would say that since this is your second part, that speech structuring is something that you can challenge yourself on so that you can work with the time frame. That's only a feedback I have. Other than that, keep rocking. Over to you, Toastmaster Arya.
Thank you, Toastmaster Midda. Toastmaster Falgun, your conclusion on or throwing some challenge to Toastmaster Ganeshan.
Being candid, you hail from the same profession, and what I believe is, had a similar start, and I can see that, he's a Toastmasters in making. It's not, I'm taking the credit, but here's a gem of the future for the Toastmasters in Dubai. So what I had to say, that those areas I already, revealed. One thing, what I will not, again, 2 or 3 minutes you had taken, merrily for just explaining, the Toastmasters failures and success. Toastmasters is not about the success or the failure. It's about learning experiences only. So going forward, if you are incorporating your story, just try to eliminate that part that, what has happened, because even I have been struggling a lot in today, even after 5 years of journey. So it's nothing like, so failures and success. So because you had a married time, but which you concluded with, 2 minutes probably for explaining that part. So never ever, take that Toastmasters failures incorporate that failures in your story. That's it. You are a gem. Good luck for the future speeches. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Falgun. All in all, Toastmaster Ganeshan, you are a humorous speaker. I think I would suggest that you have a conversational comedy element in your speaking style. If you follow your, I would say, your natural gift on that sense of comedy, you will definitely escape, because I saw that you are witty. You know how to deliver the stories that you had. Rightly said, the structuring of your speech is important, and I know that humor is the most difficult genre to adapt and to try. So kudos on taking up humor as a pathway, because trust me when I say this, I cannot even dare to touch humor as a pathway. I think I'm not even qualified. So I'm so proud that you could do that, and that itself says that you are a winner. All in all, I think good luck from our panelists. We would like to see you participating in the international speech contest on the humor, I would say, topic. Over to you, TMOD.
Thank you, dear. Thank you so much. What a rocking evaluation. Amazing. So, future star is born to shine in Division L. I think our divisional director will be so happy. Can we have a few words from our Division L director, DTM Adarsh?
He's not in the room.
Oh, okay.
I guess he got disconnected.
Okay. Thank you, dear. So, next, fifth letter. What is the fifth letter of the word positive? Okay, very good. See, smart of the smarter than smartphones. Toastmaster Ganeshan, amazing. Okay, the remaining members, don't just sit idle. You're also smarter than the smartphone. Yeah, you can think of all the positive words and keep chatting. Okay, now the heights of positivity. Trolls. What are trolls? Are they negative or positive? Being a star in the social media, obviously we attract trolls. Now ask me, how is it positive? We have someone in our room. He is the champion of humor. Unknowingly, he will have to sprinkle that humor and make everyone, even a serious most person, lighten, smiling. T for table topic session. Action, reaction. Okay, yes. Finally, I found him. Action and reaction to welcome are, there is a deadly combination. Ask me why. First of all, he's a doctor. On the top of it is DTM. By mistake, we say that, doctor, I cure my leg fracture in 2 weeks. He will not agree. So think before your table topics, especially when it comes to health. Health is wealth. Yeah, just joking. Action reaction to our table topics master. He is a Toastmaster since 2016. DTM he achieved the most prestigious award, the Distinguished Toastmaster Award in 2021. He is a past Area 21 Director and Division I Director. Dr. One and only Dr. DTM ABDUL SATHAR, over to you.
Thank you very much for that wonderful introduction. Are you all ready for the table topics? I need more cameras on, only then I can assign the role to each one, because I have a different kind of table topics. Let me tell you what you learn with table topics. You learn 4 skills: listening, thinking, organizing, and delivering a speech in 2 minutes. All these things you do in 10 seconds before the speech. You have 10 seconds to think, and then you can deliver the speech. Total of 2 minutes and a grace period of 30 seconds. So the table topic master will show the green light at 1 minute. Do we have the timer? Yeah. The timer will show the green light at 1 minute, yellow at 1.5 minutes, and red at 2 minutes. This is especially for the guests. So, but we are deviating from normal today. I have an online friendly table topic session today. Let me invite you to watch a small video before we start, so that you get an idea of what I'm talking about.
Oh, baby, when you talk like that, you make a woman go mad. So be wise and keep on reading.
Okay, did you get that? We're going to have a small fight in the screen. So I need 2 table topic masters to volunteer for this, and I'll be highlighting them on the screen, spotlighting them, I mean. And I will give you the scenario, and the 2 table topic speakers are going to manage the situation. Let's start with, as our TMOD said, a doctor and a patient. The patient underwent a nose job, and he is not satisfied, and he is coming and questioning the doctor. So who wants to take it? Midhat is so happy listening to it. Can I take Midhat first?
Why me?
Yeah. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'll give it a try.
Okay, Midhat, you are ready?
Yeah, even though I'm quite happy with my nose, but yeah, let's give it a try.
Everything is nice. Okay, who else wants to come in? I have a patient already. I need a doctor. Acting president looks like a nice doctor. Can I bring him in? Everyone comes in.
Okay,
there is no. Okay. Do you need a mediator, a third person to deal with you?
Well, medical thing is a little bit far off for me, because fair enough, we can give it a try.
That's when the fun element comes in. When you don't know and you talk about it, that's the element comes in. So you have total of 2 minutes. May I request the timer to show the red light at the end of 2 minutes? Now, the patient is going to question you, ask you, doctor, why did it go wrong and what happened? So you're going to explain. It's all just to have fun. Don't take it in the serious tone. Now, the stage is yours.
So the patient should start or the doctor should start?
Anyone can start. The smarter wins the race.
Okay, well, Tell me, Toastmaster Medat, what is your problem? How are you suffering after the operation?
Doctor, you're asking me for a problem? There is a list of problems. I showed you a picture of Jennifer Aniston. I want my nose to look from the front view like Jennifer Aniston. And then from the side view, it should be somewhat Sandra Bullock. But then I ended up with a nose like Jennifer Lopez. And now I cannot smell anything.
Oh, I am really sorry to hear that. But I am really sorry to hear that. But let me just have an examination done. See, as you said, Jennifer Aniston, we did the pure measurement of her nose when we went to a Madame Tussauds also for that. We did an exact measurement. We applied when we operated on you, and I think it was a margin of error of 2 mm plus or minus probably. And then Sandra Bullock sideways, well, we could not find any statue of her, but anyway, we took an estimation for that. What I did was I took her picture and measured her nose. So after that, what I did was I did the same measurements on you, and I did that. And maybe for your smell issues,
this is terrible. This is terrible. This is terrible.
Cold, so
I've heard so much about this. People have been giving their testimonies, and I was being said that they are the best in the business. But I don't think so. You're the best in the business. This is terrible. This is disaster. I have to be at an event in 5 days when now I cannot smell anything. My nose doesn't look like anyone. Like I wanted to.
Calm down.
I cannot calm down. I cannot even select my dress because my nose is not perfect. You know, I specifically chose my dress just the way I wanted to go with my new nose. And now I don't have a proper nose.
Let me prescribe you with some cold medicines, first of all. And well, you can see our Google reviews also. And we can also...
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
The best part I like is it's selecting the dress according to the nose. It's okay. Let's bring in a lawyer and a client. Okay, no one is going to escape. Everyone is going to talk because we have enough time, President. Okay, who is coming in? Zainab Tamimi looks very interested. Yes. Okay. Ganeshan sir, why are you smiling? Yeah, the scenario is Ganeshan sir is an advocate and Zainab filed a case in the court and lost.
Oh.
And now you're going to have an argument. Anyone can start. You have 2 minutes. When the red light comes in, finish.
Wait, can you say the scenario again?
Ganeshan sir is an advocate, and you filed a case in the court, and he was your advocate, and the case you lost the case in the court.
I'm sorry, 1 second. As a timer, I have to show the green and amber light as well.
Yeah, 1.5, 2, 1 and 1,
Okay.
1.5 and 2.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, timer. Time is running out.
Case lost for what subject matter?
Any subject, anything.
Okay, because you're saying some, I didn't know that subject.
Okay, anyway, okay. She was fighting for a land, and you were the advocate, and you lost the case.
He was my lawyer, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so advocate is lawyer. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm fighting with him. Okay.
It's all fighting. There's nothing normal here.
How can you lose this case? I was depending on you. I paid you this big money just to win this case. I need this land. It's my mom's land.
When you presented the papers, it was not original. It were all fake papers. We already made a good understanding that the papers were fake. we try to make it original by fabricating certain things. And I told him before I present the case that this is going to be a problem. But he said, we'll try. So I tried because the document is not original, even though it looked like original.
It
And
is
you know,
original.
I don't deal with this fake documents. But because of you, since I know you personally, I said, let me try first time. And since I'm not so expert in faking documents and arguing case, obviously I lost it. So I don't think there's any problem in this because the case itself was such a thing that I tried to prove it, but the opposite lawyer was too strong. He could catch my fabrication so easily because I am an innocent lawyer who fight only for justice, not for fake cases. So of course I'm justified in saying that he lost the case, even though I tried my best. So what is the way for you to complain?
How can it be fake? It's my mom's land. She had it a long time ago. It's not fake. Because you said it's your first time, then why did you tell me it's your first time? So why would you have went to another lawyer? If you're not,
it was your mom's land, but you don't know how the mom acquired the land because you were a child, you were a little small child that time. So when they acquired the land, the papers were not proper. And so the problem was when they handed over the papers to you, you thought it is genuine paper, it is not your mistake. But the problem was that time when they acquired the land, the papers were not genuine, or the person from whom they bought the land, he gave a wrong papers and took the money. So maybe they cheated their parents and parents didn't know what exactly happened. That is how ended up showing fake documents to me. That's
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I am surprised. How did such a talkative advocate lose that case? Oh, you can see Prashant smiling. Yes.
Bring it on, bring it on.
And Pari is hiding since long time. Hi, Pari. Can you put a video on? Okay. For now, you can take rest for 5 minutes. I am pulling in someone else. Toastmaster Poonam. Toastmaster Poonam was driving a nice car and you went and hit her car. Now you know what you're supposed to do.
I went and hit my car on Poonam's car.
Yes. And you have to decide whose mistake it is and who's going to compensate. Let's make it fun. Not very serious, okay? Let's have fun. Over to you guys.
What is this happening? How could you do this?
What is this? From where do you come? Who gave you license?
I did not. Where did you come from? Who gave you license?
This is what I am asking you. Who gave you the license? You come in front of...
Habibi, such a big car. Can't you see? Can't you see?
I know it's a big car, but you are still on top. You are still on top. If it's a big car, you should have seen it better. You just come out of your park.
I am in front of you. How to see, Baba? You have to see, no.
You have a bigger car. You said you have a bigger car. What do?
You come from behind. You don't see. You don't see.
Go get your license cancelled. I can't do anything. We go to the police station.
Who passed you eye test? Who passed you eye test?
I don't know who passed me eye test. I don't have his ID card. But what I want to tell you is...
How do you come? How do you come to this lane? How do you choose this lane to come? If you don't see the lane, you don't see the car.
You come out of the parking, you not look around, and finally you still make a lot of noise. No point. We go to the police, we can discuss, and we'll see.
Call the police. Police will say it's your fault. You come from behind, from nowhere.
I didn't come from behind. You came out of your parking lot without looking on the other side, and that's how it happened. You have to look around.
You have to see such big car, white color with red lights. You don't see.
You can't see sitting on top of the car. Then how can I see?
Yalla, I am sitting on the right side. I am seeing. I have to turn right. Why will I see you? You have to see, no.
You need to know how to drive.
Habibi, call 999. Call 999.
2 minutes going to get over. Police will go off. Do you want to go to police station, get the police paper, or you want to still fight with me? Police will go now. Mr. Sathar is still waiting to give the fine. I want the green paper.
I also want the green paper. I will not pay for my accident. You do accident.
I don't do accident. You messed it up. I will get... Okay, you got the red card. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Sathar.
Thank you very much. That was an Emirati driver and the Indian driver fighting between each other. Okay, who else want to take up the next one? Next one is the most interesting and the last one. Do we have more time, ma'am?
Okay.
Do we have more time after this, or this is the last one? Okay, Pari, I'm waiting for you. Sahra, Arya, Najla. Everyone put off the camera. Now I have only Dinesh left. Hi, Dinesh, how are you?
I'm doing good.
Okay. This is the best one out of the lot. I'm looking for a lady. It's not nice to bring Midhat again. Okay, Midhat, do you mind?
Okay,
Or anyone
fine.
else
Check
wants to
for
come in?
Pari. Toastmaster Pari is there. And
Pari is, yeah, Pari is a VPE of SYS?
I don't mind. I'll volunteer. No worries.
Oh, right. Okay. Okay.
SATHAR, good evening.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I heard my name, then I'm sorry, apology. I was busy with something else.
No problem. You can send food for us, all of us. We are waiting.
Okay. What do you want? Biryani chicken or biryani meat? I don't know.
Mandi is better.
Okay, sure. Send me the location, please. Since 1 year, I'm
Inshallah.
asking the location, please.
Okay. Now, the scenario is totally different. This guy is supposed to propose to you, and he forgot the ring. Dinesh, it is your day. I mean,
Is it my day for getting the ring and proposing?
No, it is not going to be your day. So you forgot the ring. Now you're going to propose to her. The stage is yours.
Oh, my dear Rajeshwari, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
I can't see you. Sorry, I can see only Rajeshwari pinned. I don't have multiple screens. Sorry. Oh, is it Najla?
Unmute.
Yes, it's me, Najla.
Najla, so sorry. I mistook you for somebody else.
Wait, Najla, you want to talk? Wait a second. There's a confusion.
Yeah.
Who's talking, Najla?
Yes.
You got me stuck with two women now. I'm struggling.
Wait, sir, 1 minute. I cannot spotlight without the video on, so I'll just remove the spotlight. Okay, now you can start. Fight in the open. Najla, you keep the camera on. Sorry. Okay, I'm pulling you
Come you
in.
did not see me يعني كيف يعني عبد الستار?
Okay. Ya Allah. I'm so sorry. And Arif.
مشكلة أنت.
My dear Najla, I think Dr. Satthar is after you. I'm trying to. Okay. Hello, Najla. How are you this evening? You look so beautiful.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm good. Thank you. How are you? You look nice also.
I appreciate that. Najla, you and I, we know each other for such a long time. And you know why we're here today, right?
I assume.
Yeah. I've been eyeing you, and I think it's about time that we get together.
Okay.
Okay. But I am a person who is from Gen A, Gen Z, and these people, we don't follow what traditions are. So what I want to do is be able to make our relationship so unique. So for you, I have a wonderful ring.
Wow. Thank you so much.
But as you said, you're not a person who believes in diamonds and jewels. So for you, I bought in a Pepsi ring. Why Pepsi? Because I think our relationship is so bubbly. Our life is going to be so wonderful.
And then you will be full of gas and then you will fly with the air?
The idea of being full of gas is that we can go rise up. That's the whole idea, isn't it?
Who will bring us down then later? You have to anchor yourself.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
You have to anchor ourselves to the floor, otherwise we will not come back.
Why worry about anybody else, Baba? This is the world of Pepsi, right?
Yeah, okay.
So,
Maybe.
yeah.
No,
So I tell you what, diamonds are forever. Everything with Pepsi, you get different. Our ring is very, very special, Najla. And if you accept my ring, you make me very happy. And you save a lot of money for all the other guys who are going to propose after me. So do it for the bigger cause.
for a bigger cause. I don't care about anybody else. I care about myself and about us.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. That we are at the end of the table topic session. TMOD, do we have more time, or should I close now? I think we are running late.
Toastmaster Anjali?
I think we are running late, so
Yeah, we are running too late already.
Yep.
Thank you very much for taking part in the table topic session. I hope you enjoyed the show. May have the time announcements, because the time, I think everybody is qualified. Everyone is finished on time, because if they didn't finish, we forced them to finish. So if you want to have a voting session, you can have a voting. Some of the advocates are talking too much. Some of the accident victims are talking too much. This keeps happening all the time. So if you want to have a voting, you can have with 8 different names. If you don't have the voting, everyone perform their best. Rajeshwari ma'am, can you hear me?
I'm just waiting to hand over. You should also hand over with energy,
Okay, Rajeshwari, here comes the stage to you, the president, the TMOD of the day. Thank you so much for this opportunity. The stage is yours.
Hey, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. Thank you so much, Doctor. You made my day along with all our 416th meeting. Indeed, a memorable one for generations to come and follow the same footpath what we, the current ExCom of Kanoo Toastmasters Club, are setting as an example for this current year 2022-2023. Moving on. 6th letter. What is the 6th letter of the word positive? Chats, are you ready? Okay. Meanwhile, you take your own time. I for innovation, innovative. What's the speciality of Kanoo Toastmasters Club, especially the ExCom? We are all energetic engineers. We have multiple engineers in our ExCom members who are driving this club to excellence. Innovation is a key for all engineers. We are all born engineers. We are here to make the lives of all of us simple and memorable. Doctor, you don't have to feel insecure. You are top of the world. I'm just trying to add energy to our ExCom members here. Moving on. The next segment is our counter report, followed by the grammarian report. To do the honors, we have our own Area 24 Council member, Toastmaster ALEENA Chimichan. Over to you.
Thank you, TMOD, and a very good evening to all. I'll be the counter and grammarians for today's meeting, and the report is as follows. For the counter report, Toastmaster RUTH and Toastmaster Rajeshwari used the word 2 times. Toastmaster POONAM and Toastmaster Falcon used filler words once. For the grammarians report, the Toastmaster used the phrase, the more often I meet her. It could have been better if it was the more often more I meet her. One of the Toastmasters used the phrase, when I on the car light, I could see the luminous eyes of the cat. It could have been better if it was, when I switched on the headlights of the car, I could see the luminous eyes of the cat. Another Toastmaster used the phrase, what was the positive aspects? It would have been better if it was, what were the positive aspects? A Toastmaster used the phrase, she had different emotions. It would have been better if it was, she displayed different emotions. Thank you. That's for the report, and back to you, TMOD.
Fantastic. See, the baby club, Mahi Toastmasters Club. It's a baby club, yet we have profound speakers. Round of applause, action, reaction. Toastmaster ALEENA Chimichan. Thank you so much. 7th letter of word positive. Versatile. Versatile. What do you mean by versatile? Versatile is taking up challenges. We here in Toastmasters, we learn to take up challenge. Until unless we put into the challenges situation, we never get to know our own caliber. We have a quick announcement here. The best speakers and best topics, all the voting will be, the poll will be launched shortly. Okay. Moving on to my closing address as well. E for energy. The more energetic we are, we spread positive energy all around. When we are blessed with the basic helping nature, we can drive anyone, including ourselves. This Toastmasters International platform is an amazing platform for all of us to excel to perfection. This is my closing report. Moving on to our last segment, that is general evaluation. Prashant, area director Prashant, where are you?
I'm here, President.
I'm not able to see you. Can anyone please time me? Okay, I found you. Yeah. Okay. Put your hands together to welcome our dynamic area director, Area 24 Director, Toastmaster Prashant Raj, for the general evaluations report. Toastmaster Prashant Raj, over to you.
Thank you, President Toastmaster Rajeshwari. Good evening, Kanoo Toastmasters. I hope you're all enjoying the evening. And here I come with the final climax, as someone said in the beginning, the climax speech or the climax of the whole meeting. So I'm really, I'm really happy to see you all. Let me just start off with what I really, wanted to highlight about this meeting in the beginning. It's a Tuesday evening, 7:30 after work, coming back from office, again back on system to be there. I was not expecting to see so many people in the beginning at 7:15 itself. The moment I entered 7:15, I could see at least 10 members were already on, 10 participants were already on board. So that was actually something which really went with the theme that, focus. It was like, everyone was there on time, and that was something really good. I felt that showed the kind of passion all the Toastmasters had, that commitment to come on time. And what, as an area director of Area 24, what really made me happy was that I could see all the 4 presidents and all the 4 VP educations of all the 4 clubs on board today. And I felt like it was an area's joint meeting. So kudos to all for coming in. I mean, that's a real camaraderie, what you all share, which I've always said in the past. And something else what I've seen is the cameras, almost 50 to 60% of the cameras were always on. So that kind of showed that interest everyone had during the complete course of the meeting. And that is something, because online meetings become a bit difficult or a bit out of touch if, the cameras are not switched on. So I really was happy of the fact that, most of them was able to, keep the cameras on and participate. So the meeting started dot 7:30. And as I said, we had around 10 to 12 members in the beginning. So to start off with essay, it was done by Toastmaster AMRITHA, president of MAHE. I believe she's not here right now. All the main things as an essay, the taboo topics was clearly explained. The mission statement was mentioned. All the details were clearly mentioned. What I felt was that as an essay is the beginner of the starter of the meeting. It's like the first batsman of the team. So it really makes a lot of impact if, we start off with a very energetic tone. So I think that comes with practice, because essay role is something where every meeting you get a chance to try something different. So what I felt was that could be practiced, to bring in that more of that energy, because everyone, you're the first person everyone gets to hear in the meeting. So I felt that energy could have been could have been improved or practiced on that side. Coming on to the acting president, Toastmaster PRAGNESH, first of all the efforts in putting up the agenda is all acknowledged. Great work on that. You had this opportunity, I would say a unique opportunity to, take up the role of the president, because you're second down the line as a VPED, to run the team. So you took that opportunity to welcome everyone. All the dignitaries were welcomed. And that was really done well. What I felt was that this is an opportunity for an acting president, because what happens is the club expects
some kind of a message, because the president is someone who, who sets the tone for the meeting after they say. So some kind of a message, or, you get 5 minutes there in the agenda to give a message to the team. So try to utilize that and try to give some kind of an exhibit of what Kanoo Toastmasters is all about. Even if you don't have guests, that kind of builds up about the team, because there are many, even though there are no guests, there are many members from other clubs here. Like I see Najla, Hassan, and a lot of people have come from other clubs. So it is an opportunity for them to know about Kanoo, like 18 years old club, 400 plus meetings. So that legacy and things like that, this is an opportunity the president gets to actually tell the crowd, what is Kanoo all about, because 18 years is not a small step. Similarly, you could have done announcements of, I saw today Explorer Cup, like I think the president Rajeshwari is 3rd or 2nd. So such announcements of members, achievements, anything related to the club, all this is a platform you get to actually address all that. That shows the, what the club has in store. So that's some suggestions on that area. And I think some guests were missed in the beginning, but then, throughout the course of the meeting, you were able to identify them. So that's fine. But what happens is sometimes certain guests leave in between. So it's always good if we try to acknowledge all the guests in the beginning, so that, acknowledgement really matters a lot for, especially for, members. That makes a lot of difference. Coming on to the TMOD, again, a lot of multiple hats this person is wearing. I know the kind of efforts which is being put in to get this done. I really like the fact that, one thing what I really felt was there was a lot of emotional warmth in all the introductions being done. So because I could really feel that, you were kind of trying to make everyone comfortable when you're introducing them. One thing what I felt was that in the beginning, rather than going directly to the silent role players and the details, you could have actually started off with the theme, because TMOD means everyone would relate it with the theme of the day. So you could have told something about the theme of the day and then gone to the role player's introduction, which could actually make people glued to, okay, what does the TMOD has to tell for us? They would be all expecting what is the theme, what does the TMOD has to say. So when you go to the role players directly, that link gets a bit disconnected there. But one interesting thing was that I saw that you had linked it in different stages of the meeting, like P, O, S, you try doing it, but something more on the theme in the beginning would have been really a better way of doing it. This is what I felt. And Ruth, the word master, I felt it was a very unique way of introducing that word of the day, like giving clues and suggestions. So that really was something nice. I felt that was a very unique way of doing it. Again, as I said, essay, word master, these are roles. There is no predefined way this has to be done. It's all about how we are able to generate that, how you're able to connect with your members. So, whatever different styles we try, end of the day, members have to know the word of the day and they should feel attracted. So we can try practicing different skills. It's not that word master is a very simple role. That's an opportunity to try something different. And one interesting thing, what I really felt, and I'm a very firm believer, is that feedbacks. Because I remember the TMOD was asking everyone to give feedbacks. So it's not only the evaluations what really matter. Now we have around 16 members today in the stage. So we had 2 speakers. So if any of you have not given a feedback, please make time to give 2 minutes and give your feedback over WhatsApp or through message, because that is what really matters. Because when we all leave out from the meeting, what really stays behind is the feedbacks and learnings we had. So if any of you have not given feedbacks to Poonam and Ganeshan, please ensure that you give some feedback, so that would be beneficial for them in the next meeting, for their future speeches. And I really appreciate the fact you took time to acknowledge the death of the Queen and the proceedings you've done. Panel evaluation, I believe I've seen ARYA doing this before, and ARYA, Medat and Falgun, that was a very good combination, I would say, because it was all done really well. And I felt that was one of the unique things of the meeting, doing a panel evaluation. And both the speakers have been evaluated. Just few things which I just wrote it down was last in, first out. Sorry to hear for that, Poonam, what has happened, but it was really good to know how you came out of it. And I remember this: take a breath, deep breath, and let it go. I think we all would at least recollect that as a learning from the meeting. And the evaluation was done, the feedbacks were given, so that's fine. Ganeshan sir, I believe, I don't know if this comment was given, when you do it, your face was getting covered, your face was not really visible. So maybe if you can keep your camera at a chest level and do it, that would really make it impressive. And you have the Divisional Got Talent coming on 17th. So it's an opportunity for you to, you know, actually physically do the dance. I mean, we would really love to see it. I mean, that one point which someone said, I don't know, we really saw that you enjoyed doing it. I mean, so that's what really made the difference. So that was really nice. I don't have any other comments on the speeches. Regarding the agenda, I noticed that there was a slight issue with the timing, which was being put. I think there was an error, so that can be corrected in the next meeting, because the timing for this project speeches, there was an issue in that. TT Master, you would all know like what I would have to comment. He's actually put it in a very unique and creative way, wherein, you know, in one bullet he could shoot 2 birds. That he had 4 topics and he had 8 people talking. So I mean, that the really good thing is that 8 people got opportunity to talk, because everyone should get an opportunity to talk, and that's exactly what the table topic master ensured. So kudos to you for that, DTM SATHAR. I mean, all the topics were really nice. And I believe the situation, it would have been really great, you know, if this happens on a real physical stage. If this was happening, then the whole emotion would have been different. So I think Dinesh would have been the only person who would have struggled a lot, because you know, I wrote down some couple of interesting things that I'm going for an event, but I can't wear a dress because I am not able to smell. And then someone was saying that I could see some people switch off the cameras and run off. So that was kind of really, you know, it was a very interesting session. Overall, everyone enjoyed it. So I felt that was a kind of way we can try doing table topics in other clubs also, because that gives a lot of opportunity to speakers. And ALEENA, again, a very detailed report you have given. So I think nothing pretty much to comment on that. So what else I had to say? Yes, I think that's it. So that's all from my side. Thank you again all for, you know, making it on an evening, participating, contributing. I believe all the people on this screen have contributed something for the meeting today in terms of a speech or a feedback. So just before I go back, I just reiterate, let's all give feedbacks to everyone. Let's make that as because that's what the whole program gives us. So give feedbacks. That's the only, you know, parting message if I have something for all of you. Thank you. Over to the acting president.
Thank you very much, our G for the day and area director Toastmaster Prashant. Well, wow, what a luminous Toastmasters meeting we had this evening. I'd like to thank all our, first of all the members of different Toastmaster clubs who had really took out some bit of their precious time and joined our club meeting and contributing also to a great extent as possible. Finally, I'd like to thank our President Toastmaster Rajeshwari, who is TMOD for the day, Toastmaster Poonam, and all our members, Toastmaster Falgun and other members who have attended for attending this meeting. Just a small note that next meeting we are planning to have an open house. So I would like to really have a wholehearted support from all of you to be physically present in that open house and decide how we can proceed further in to take along this our beloved Kanoo Toastmasters Club forward. Yeah? So as a acting president today, I declare this meeting as closed, and now we can do the networking till everybody is there.
The poll is been launched. Kindly cast your valuable vote. Toastmaster PRAGNESH, I personally messaged.
Yes. So we have our speaker of the day. Any guesses? So both the speakers were really good. Fantastic speakers we had today. But unfortunately, we have to give prize to only one. So today was the day of Toastmaster Poonam. So you are the speaker of the day, Toastmaster Poonam. Congratulations. Well, we hadn't had for the evaluators, isn't it? Because it's a panel. And table topics also.
Dr. SATHAR is responsible for that.
Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Fine, so everyone contributed well in the table topics also. So let us call it at the end, yeah, and close the meeting for the day.
Few words from our division L director, Toastmaster DTM Adarsh.
Hi, good evening, everyone. I'm sorry I can't really be on camera at the moment, but I'll thank you so much for giving me the opportunity. Great meeting. I had to somewhere shuffle in and out because I was outside, but great to see so many people from different clubs within the area and outside as well supporting, and overall a wonderful meeting, of course, with the panel evaluation as well. And a wonderful evaluation done by our general evaluator, the area director. So just a couple of things from my side, if I can just announce. As our AD mentioned, we also have our Division's Got Talent event coming up on Saturday, where actually Prashant doesn't know, but GANESHAN is going to be performing there. He's given his name to sing. So now that he has dancing talent as well, I need to see that also. So hope all of you can make it. Invited, please feel free to invite your friends, your family as well to come and cheer our performers. It's going to be an open and a fun event. And I would also like to take this opportunity to congratulate Toastmaster Rajeshwari and Toastmaster Ganeshan for their progress in the Explorer Cup. They are doing a great job. Also, I can see many faces here who are contributing to that. So I hope the initiative is helping our clubs. That's the main objective. And it's members like you who are contributing it and making it happen. So thank you very much, and looking forward to the next meeting of Kanoo Toastmasters.
Thank you so much, DTM Adarsh Metigal. A few words from Area Director Midad.
I'm not area director. Prashant is the area director.
No, sorry, division director. Sorry. My bad.
No problem.